So I was exploring YouTube videos and I do it to acquire more information about my personality type and other people's personality types because I just feel like it's so intriguing and fascinating. And there's always, I think, more aspects of yourself that remain hidden that need to be brought to light. Anyhow, I came across a video by a INTJ male, and I guess he was saying that he had known an INFJ female for over 10 years, and she was very secretive, and he didn't like that. And I'm like, are we secretive? Yes, we are. We are secretive, and we are pretty private people, unless you're in our inner circle and we feel safe and we trust you. Um, and it's really hard for me to find those kind of connections. Um, but I was kind of wondering, like, why? Why are we so secretive? Why are we so private? I think most people, or what compels most people to be secretive and private, um, is a defense or self-preservation mechanism. You know, it's kind of like that analogy where you don't want to have all your cards out on the table because some people might use that against you to harm you, to overstep you. So some people, are secretive because they don't they don't feel comfortable showing all their cards. Another reason could be that I don't know. I think the core value or the core reasoning behind it is feeling safe and comfortable, feeling safe, feeling like you can trust. And we live in a world that's, I don't know, has been so dysfunctional, and I think in order to, like I say, self-preserve, you kind of need to go into a defense mode and protect yourself to some extent because you have all these underlying energies and forces coming at you in all directions, and you kind of need to have some type of protective casing. I think INFJs, I know so many other personality types that are super secretive, and they hide a lot of things, and a lot of things they hide, um, I don't know if they're conscious or unconscious of these things, but they predominantly relate to issues that they have within themselves that they're afraid to face. And a lot of these issues stem from childhood traumas, or it could be ancestral um, conditioning. But yeah, they have a hard time being honest about stuff like that. For me, I am very honest about these things. I may not talk openly with you about them because I don't want to bore you. I don't want to like waste my time, energy, effort, or breath trying to explain something to you that there's a total like disconnection from. It's almost like trying to force like you're plugged into an outlet and it's not compatible. So maybe that's what he meant by we are secret. mm. I think that's the predominant reason why I'm secretive. It's not necessarily a self-preservation mechanism. It's because of the disconnect. It's because I can't really find too many people that can relate to or understand how my mind thinks. Like the concepts, the imagery, the symbolism, the ideas, the theories that stream through. I don't think I encounter too many people who are remotely interested in what's going on in my head. So, in a lot of social situations, I find I have to adapt and I have to kind of be on the receiving end. So, because people can't receive what I have to distribute, I'm the receiver and I'm usually the good listener, and I'm the one that is, you know, allowing you to be who you are and speak your truth and be who you want to be, without judgment. I mean, obviously, I'm assessing you during our interaction because then that gives me more insight into where you are at your level of consciousness and awareness and mindfulness. And then I can kind of adjust the conversation to meet your needs. I think because I haven't found too many connections throughout my lifetime, it's almost become a habit or condition for me to not say too much about myself unless someone asks, or unless you're in my inner circle of friends and I know that I can trust you. A lot of people in my inner circle don't even understand what I'm saying as well, so that's why I think I make videos or I find other outlets of expression, because I just feel so misunderstood, you know? And I've kind of gotten used to it. I think when I do come across people who can actually understand me, it's enlightening and it gives me a high, but then I try not to get too attached to these people because I know how transitory everything is, everything just kind of ebbs and flows and goes on. Nothing really stays for too long, so I'm just kind of enjoy the interaction in the moment, and then I don't have any expectations tied to it. But excuse me, I assume that is why we can be perceived as secret or keeping secrets from people. And this is not a well thought through thought, or I haven't explored it deeply enough to really make this concrete. But I just lost my train of thought. This happens quite frequently. And that's why, when I have an idea or an insight, I usually try to write it down, or I try to just tell somebody, can I please speak so I can get this out, or else I'll lose it. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't think we mean to be secretive. I don't think there's anything to hide, really. It's just we've gone through our life long enough to know that we are wired differently. Not many people can understand us. It's usually a waste of time to try to outlet our thoughts to people, because I can sense when people get bored or they're not interested, and I don't want to waste anyone's time. So we have a tendency to be on the receiving end. And again, I think what prevents us from distributing information as well is gauging another person's level of consciousness and comprehension, ability to understand. the idea that we're trying to outlet. And if we can sense that they're not going to get it, then we usually don't distribute it, you know? But yeah, I guess that could be perceived as secret, or we're being secretive, but that's not the case at all. We're very open people and curious and understanding, or seek to understand. Anyhow, this is running on long. I want to say thank you for watching. Have a beautiful day. Blessings to one and all. Amen.